Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, here in the Bluegrass State, where the hospitality flows freely. Home of the Kentucky Wildcats and the Big Blue Nation, ready for this collision today. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Kentucky Wildcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Punt team ready to boot it away.
Number 18, Barnes to punt it away.
Bringing it back, it's Figueroa. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return.
Will take over. First and 10.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. 2nd and short, easy first down. No. Deny. Stop. Bring up 3rd down.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Can he get there on the ground? Looks like LSU has the first down.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
LSU, number 19.
Lining up to try the extra point.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score LSU.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
0. Number 46, set to advance on the football.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Brought down and crosses midfield to the 46. As the tight end flexed out into the slot looking for a matchup.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing a 3rd and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
Tackle near the 2-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Gives it to the back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle made after a big gain.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, Kentucky 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. And here's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go. After a long drive, it's a third down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Gets the ball up as it is hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Pick up the 5. Brings up third down.
Crucial third down play right here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Short pass finds the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the second down play. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. He's got it near the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Throws it to the right. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And this pass is caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Wolf.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
A completion makes it second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to throw again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted, but out of bounds. So close to a turnover, it's just incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. And looking to throw now on first down. The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Launching it. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He'll fire it over the middle, had a lot of time in the pocket. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Flanagan. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now coming up. Offense behind the sticks facing a second and long. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch is made. Room to run here. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
And this pass is on target. Caught. A big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They've got him behind the line. The defense with a sack in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
LSU. 24, Kentucky 0.
And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway.
This one away.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Of 11.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Gonna run it. It's Flanagan. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back end nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's a short completion of the tight end. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
The ball carrier is the running back. Gain of 7. Second down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's that defense shifting again. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Run back with the carry. Pickup of 6. It's now second and goal.
Second down and goal upcoming. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the route is on. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And here comes a deep shot. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love that.